Hi, welcome to part 1 of the MAP tutorial, Alarm Management. In this video, we'll be learning how to set up an alarm management system quickly and easily using MAP. As you can see, I've already prepared a sample project. It's a basic setup with an X20 controller. Before we can start using the alarm management component, we first have to add the configuration object MpAlarmX core. Here, we add the map link, which uniquely identifies the map component within the map environment. The map link establishes the connection between the software and the configuration. We'll create a new user alarm called temperature high, which will be triggered later in the program. Under message, we'll enter the text that should be displayed with the alarm. This alarm will remain active for as long as the temperature is too high. As soon as it falls back into the tolerance range, the alarm will be reset. To achieve this, we need to create it as a persistent alarm. Now we're already at the last step, the programming. For this part, I've prepared a ladder program called Alarm Control. Of course, with MAP, you're free to use any programming language you like. The first step is to add the MpAlarmX core component. This forms the core of our alarm management system. Using the map link input, we'll establish a connection to the configuration we created, named GAlarmX core. We'll enable the component by setting the enable input. Once MpAlarmX core is enabled, all alarms, map alarms and user alarms, are collected and managed. In order to set the alarm we created before in the configuration, we need to add the function MpAlarmX set. The alarm is activated once by a rising edge on the user alarm command. For the map link, we'll use the same one that we connected to MpAlarmX core. And under name, we specify the name of the user alarm, temperature high. MpAlarmX reset is responsible for resetting the alarm. The alarm is reset by a falling edge on the user alarm command. For the map link, we'll use the same one that we connected to MpAlarmX core. And under name, we specify the name of the user alarm, temperature high. In order to acknowledge the alarm, we first have to add the function MpAlarmX acknowledge. A rising edge on the ActUserAlarm command acknowledges the alarm. For the map link, we'll use the same one that we connected to MpAlarmX core. And under name, we specify the name of the user alarm, temperature high. Now we can save the project and transfer it to the controller, and then we're ready to test our new alarm management system. First, we'll switch to monitor mode. You can see that I've added the user alarm variable in the watch window. Looking at MpAlarmX core, we can see that no alarms are active. We'll activate our alarm with the user alarm command. MpAlarmX core now indicates that an alarm is active. To deactivate the alarm, we'll reset the user alarm command. The pending alarms output indicates any alarms that have not yet been acknowledged, whether they are active or not. That's why it is still set to 1. To acknowledge the alarm, we'll use the ActUserAlarm command, and now there is no longer a pending alarm. A core feature of MAP is the ability to perform diagnostics and configuration via a web browser, using the MAP service Web Access. This is found in the System Diagnostics Manager under Application Status. On the left, you'll see a list of all the MAP components that are currently enabled. Each component is now sending all of its live data to the web browser. This allows you to perform reliable diagnostics at the application level very quickly and without needing any special tools. We can check the current status of the function by expanding the info structure. Check out Part 2 of the Alarm Management tutorial to find out how to display your alarms via the HMI application. Thanks for watching.